But I got this fruit punch in my cup. Night just getting started, I'm already doing too much. Reach down in my pocket, my wallet.
What is the deal, beautiful people? It's your boy Ramon, Lifestyles Defined. Let's talk about Microsoft for a bit, something a little unsuspected. And this is called Arrow Launcher. Now, for those of you who are not familiar, I know a lot of Windows Phone guys here and some iOS fans. One of the things that makes Android particularly powerful is the ability to completely change the UI. And that UI that sits on top of the OS is called a launcher. And there are many different launchers, right? That's why HTC's home screens and icons and all that look and act differently than Samsung's. And Samsung's acts differently than stock Google. Stock Google acts differently than Huawei, yada, yada, yada. So Microsoft tossed their hat in the ring about 1.5 years ago, maybe a little longer. And they called the beta then Arrow, and then it came out of beta and it was Arrow Launcher. So it was Microsoft's take on what a UI should be, what it should look like, how it should work on Android. I decided to try it again because it recently received an update, more so a performance update, because a lot of the problems with these launchers are they can slow your phone down if they're not optimized well. They can be huge performance drains, and it drains your battery, and you know, some of them aren't the good. There are a lot of good ones, like what's the one I used that was really good? Oh man, I forgot. It'll come to me. It's a really powerful Nova launcher was a really good one. It never really had an impact on the battery, but when I first tried Arrow, it did have an impact, so I veered away from it. Now, you know, I've been using it for about 2.5 weeks, and no impact on the battery life. Everything's buttery smooth. I really like what's going on here. So what is Arrow Launcher? Arrow Launcher is Microsoft's take on what an Android phone's supposed to look like. So they have, I guess you would say, 5 main home screens. The first is your home screen where you can have your apps live and you can have a grid. When you move over to the right, you'll have this sort of recent it wouldn't even be, it would be like a recent contacts. So you would see people who call you in chronological order. You see calls you received or text messages. And what's dope about that is you can click on a person's name and you can text them from there. You can call them from there. You can pull up their contact. So that was cool. I really actually dig that, because I found myself replying to text messages from that tab, that home screen, more often than going into the text messaging app. So that was super dope. The one over from that, there's one for Wonderlist. And for those of you who are not familiar, Wonderlist is a task management application that Microsoft acquired a while back. It seemed to have been baked in here, but it doesn't work as well as advertised. I never could figure out how to get it to show the tasks or the task categories I wanted to show. So, you know, not a big deal. You go all the way over to the right and there was a document tab. So what that did was show you just a list of all the documents you accessed last or on the device. So that was dope. And then coming back from the home screen, going to the left, there was a recent tab, and a recent tab would just show you anything you've done recently, be it a Facebook update, a picture you downloaded, a Facebook Messenger message someone sent you, a WhatsApp message, a website like it was all there. And I thought that was pretty damn cool. And then over to the left from that, it was just a widget window, a widget home screen where you can drop whatever widget you want in there. So you know, I thought it was interesting. It was well thought out how Microsoft did it. I was shocked at how useful the recent and the recent contacts home screens were. Other than that, I mean, it's a pretty attractive launcher. The folders that organize your apps look great. The animations are buttery smooth. You go into the settings, you've got a ton of options to change things. You can even install the Microsoft Icon Pack, which looks pretty good. You know, it's a cool launcher, and it does beg the question, is Microsoft gearing up to release what we would call the Microsoft experience on an Android phone? And this is something we would talk about way back like 2 years ago on our channel that was verbatim when we were in full Windows Phone mode, you know. And what is it? Could we ever see Microsoft develop or release an Android phone? You know, you look at what they've done with their software, where they've removed the scumbag behavior of making things better on their only platform, making it work on their only platform, and they become really the services for consumers, where OneDrive, Office, Xbox, everything that Microsoft does as a service works well wherever the consumer is. And then you look at this launcher and you go, wow, you know, Microsoft could very well come out with a Surface phone that runs Android. You know, that would be super interesting. But let me know in the comments below if you guys have ever checked out Arrow Launcher. You know, it's worth checking out. Trust me, guys, it's pretty smooth, it's pretty attractive. You know, it's cool that's the cool part of Android, right? To be able to change the look of your phone. You get tired, and it makes you kind of feel like you've got a whole new phone, and that it was very refreshing for me to run. And I like where Microsoft was going here. Like the video if you like it. Dislike it if you don't, if you didn't like it, that's okay too. But don't forget to subscribe, because we have plenty more content coming. In fact, right next to the subscription button, there's a little bell. You hit that guy and you will be notified as soon as we make a video live. So if that's something you're interested in, hit that bell. My name is Ramon. I'm out of here. Peace.
From the deep forest into the sun.